Sports on Air.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Isa na naman pong episode ng Slambook Sports Tonight. Ako po si Rica Baby Dynamite Aquino.
At ako naman po, si Cara Pinay Wrestler Malyonga. At ito ang...
Slambook!
Yes! Sabay na tayo,
Yes!
Mika.
I know.
I'm so excited for tonight's episode because I know that this episode is going to be, jam-packed. The female power ang episode natin for tonight. So,
Yes, of course.
hulaan mo kung sino ang mga guests natin.
Naku, nafa-fangirl nga ako eh. I feel honored. Sobra. So, wag na nating patagalin, Miga. I think our guests are also excited to get to know our guests tonight.
Yes, and to take on our challenges.
Of course, yes. Oo.
Only the challenge is very difficult, huh?
Ayan na yung guest natin, Miga. Ayan na.
Yes.
So without further ado, let's start. Okay, for our first guest, we have former Undersecretary. She is the former Undersecretary of the Department of Tourism, the current President of the Gymnastics Association of the Philippines, and she is currently running for POC Treasurer under the party Team Performance and Good Governance. None other than Miss Cynthia Carrion-norton.
Hello.
Hi, Ma'am Cynthia. Hi. Good
Hi, Ma'am Cynthia. Good evening. Yes, good evening, ma'am. And of course, our second guest. She is a former consultant of the House of Representatives for Youth and Sports, and currently she is the Secretary General at Muay Thai Association of the Philippines, National Sports Association. Also, she's currently running to be part of the BOC Board of Directors for the same party, Miga, for Team Performance and Good Governance Party. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Ma'am Pearl Managuelod.
Hi! Hi everyone! Thanks for having me. Hi, Tita Cynthia.
evening sa inyo. Our viewers, I know our viewers are very excited for you guys to be here and to get to know more about Miss Cynthia and Miss Pearl. Is this the first time that you're going to hold or to, be a guest na parang slam book po yung type ng questions?
Yeah. This is gonna be fun.
I'm nervous.
I know. I don't like time pressure pa naman.
Yeah.
We're very blessed to have you.
Yes, thank you,
Come for
ma'am,
an interview.
Tita, you're jet lag pa.
No. I
No?
don't jet lag. You know, it's so funny. I don't jet lag because I follow right away the time of the country. Like now, I'm going to sleep at 10 o'clock so that I will follow the time of. And I didn't sleep in the plane because so that when I come here now, I will be sleepy. If I slept in the plane, tonight I'll be dancing the Roomba. I will not be able to, you know. Yeah.
Well, that's the technique pala, amiga. Parang hindi ka jet lag. You'll have to, try to, I don't know, maybe dance on the plane. So you have to
Keep
be
yourself
active.
awake.
True. Watch movies.
I
Talk to
watch
your
movies.
seatmate.
I watch movies constantly. I have watched all the movies there, you know.
So maybe you finished the entire selection already. How about you? Ma'am Pearl, kamusta naman po kayo? Naku, ang ganda-ganda
Yes,
niyo
Ma'am
pa.
Pearl.
Thank you.
Opo.
I'm okay. I moved to Batangas since June. I decided to get out of the city with my kids kasi, with all the restrictions sa Metro Manila, they couldn't go out. And they're kids, they have so much energy and they need to be active all the time. So I decided to move here to Batangas, where there's more freedom, less restrictions. So it's good for them and also for me.
It's
Also, I see,
It's MGCQ now in Batangas.
It's GCQ, but they're not that strict anymore. Like you can go out, like within the village, you can go out without a mask. So we run here, we
Oo nga po, I saw the pictures. Parang you were training them for a marathon.
It's they join the Iron Kids, so they have to run every week. So every Sunday we have to run. God.
That's the perfect place po no, to
Yeah.
go to then.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
and now, Miga, I'm so excited because, well, the IATF has already allowed the resumption of sports, and we have
Yes.
been really rooting for this. Blood, sweat, and
Mm.
tears
Mm-hmm.
has
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
has
All
really.
athletes are, yeah.
Oh,
All
I have problems with gymnastics because we're in the red zone. The My gym is
Mm.
Philippine Sports Commission, and it's
Yeah.
so now I have to open up in a different place and spend more. You know,
So, what have been the, well, adjustments in terms of gymnastics ngayong pandemic, Ma'am Cynthia?
so much. Our gym, if you look at it, it's like a warehouse. All the Sea Games paraphernalia is all in our gym. You know,
Mm.
so I decided we really have to open up another a gym because my athletes say, "Mom, please, we need to act for, especially for the Sea Games. We want to win, you know."
Mm. Mm.
So, and
You have
me,
to have the top of the line ano po no training facility then
correct,
to
correct,
ensure the
Of course.
athletes high quality training.
correct.
Are you
Mm.
planning to do it outside of Metro Manila? Or opening up a gym outside of Metro Manila?
In Metro Manila, it's
Do
going
you
to.
already have cities where you could or you are thinking of possibly opening up?
You know why it cannot be so far away? Because all the equipment is in Philippine Sports Commission, and we have to transport it. So it's either going to be in Makati or Taguig. Expensive, but with this new board, I think a lot of the members of the new board are willing to spend
Yeah.
for the gym.
Whatever it takes.
Hmm?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes for our athletes, of course. Yes.
Oo. Because
Mm-mm.
Some of the
we,
questions that they asked us during our athletes were asking our team, no, Pearl? They were asking what,
so you've already had a consultation with the different athletes?
yes, and they were asking what kind of a team are we going to be? Are we going to take care of our athletes, or are we just going to be there again as a POC board, not taking care of the athletes? And we showed them that this is the time that the athletes matter.
Exactly.
But the
True.
athletes.
Yeah.
The health and safety of the athletes,
Yes.
most
Of course.
importantly.
Yeah. So we really want to bring back the athletes as the heart of POC, because that's how it should be.
Well, having been part of the POC and having dealt with the POC, I can strongly say that if that is going to be the case, then that would really be good because
Yeah.
nako, Ma'am Pearl, as you know, a lot of those in the national team have been so wanting na makabawi sa SEA Games, 'di ba? We're always gigil na parang, oh, 'di ba? Bakit sa COVID we're going at number 1, bakit sa SEA Games no? 'Di ba? And beauty contests were number 1.
There's such high pressure, but then they don't match the support that they give the athletes with the high pressure and demand to win. It should be commensurate, diba? The kind of the facilities, the kind of support that we give them, diba po?
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
I agree with you, Mika, because I really think in terms of the POC and the PSC, I think those admin things, like the facilities, the budget, the athletes should not be thinking about those things. Diba? They should not be worried about what am I going to eat after training? Am I gonna get my stipend or am I not gonna get my stipend next month? So
Yeah.
as you know, a lot of athletes deal with that, not only the mental pressure of the training but also the admin stuff of it. So I'm really happy with what you said, Ma'am Pearl and also Ma'am Cynthia, that you both are unanimous in wanting to put the focus in training for the athletes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really hard, no? Parang you train tapos
But the future looks good.
Oo,
Diba?
you're hungry, 'di ba? Parang high level training tapos you're hungry at the end of it.
Yeah,
Or Pancit Canton, di ba? Yun parate.
no.
Reno, yan, Reno, legal na ang Reno.
at the same time, people don't want you to make excuses, di ba? So
Yeah.
parang how do you live with that? Pero with these kinds of changes coming, hopefully we will see a better future for our athletes.
Correct.
We hope. We hope.
Yeah,
Oo nga pala, as I remember, Ma'am Pearl, we interviewed Coach Billy Alumno before, and
Yeah.
then there's a different format now for the Muay Thai competitions.
Yes.
Maybe the viewers would want to know more about that.
Yeah, so in April when we were talking, like we had a consultation with the coaches because we still wanted to do a championship because we were hopeful, by the end of the year things would be back to normal or even by mid-year sana. But then it suddenly dawned on us, parang, okay, I don't think it's gonna happen with the cases rising. But then we still want to continue with the grassroots program. Na we told ourselves that we're not gonna let it die just because of COVID. And sayang naman yung standing namin ng SEA Games where, we were 9 out of 9 events, 3 medals. Everybody was on a SEA Games high. So we go, okay, we have to ride on that. We have to continue. So we came up with this virtual championship. It's not an original idea kasi I was doing the virtual races for Ironman because I do triathlons. So naisip ko parang, okay, why don't we do the same for Muay Thai? So yun, we thought about the event. So we came up with 2 events, shadow boxing and Y Crew kasi those are the easiest events that you can have online. And then I floated it sa IF namin. Why don't we have the same on, a bigger scale? And they're like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So they decided to adopt it for the IF as well. So while we were doing the national championships, they were also formulating the regulations for the world championships. And then, so it expanded to 2 more categories, the AeroFit and MaxFit. So it's really just a way to get people moving, to really emphasize solidarity and health and movement during the pandemic. And we had a very good response. A lot of people joined kahit na hindi naman sila combat athletes, even the recreational ones in the gym, they all joined. It was really, really fun. So we're hoping to continue that. Sana hindi na virtual by next year. But if it is, then, we'll go along with it.
That's really nice. I mean, a lot of people will be enthused to do Muay Thai because of that, especially once the gyms open up.
Yeah.
Oo,
definitely. Yes.
Pwede po ba kids? Like, our kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. We have kids. 10 years old, 7 years old. They were joining.
Yes po. Napanood ko nga. It looks, po. Tapos may mga, pa
so
sila. Opo, may mga cheerers pa sila at the side.
Pero fans.
Oo,
meron. May sumisigaw, Migan, ng susuka pero hindi susuko. May mga ganon.
May tagabot sa tubig, Yeah, it's so cute.
It was really exciting. Yeah. But yeah, it's good po na there are some initiatives like that online. But it must be hard to boost the morale of the athletes, no? With you, Ma'am Cynthia, how is it to boost the morale of your athletes now? Especially parang yun nga, sinabi nyo po, your training facility isn't in best shape. So what are some of the things that you do to boost the morale of your athletes?
We also had a virtual competition for rhythmic gymnastics.
Wow!
One contestants from all over the region, and we had also my federation also got involved, and we had judges, and it was very very well done, and they were very happy. We had kids. I want to challenge you girls. Do you know how many disciplines does gymnastics have? Do you know? Any of you, Cara or Rika?
I make a guess.
Rika, how many disciplines are gymnastics?
Disciplines.
15?
Yeah. Not that much.
8.
A little bit less.
12.
6.
6.
We have men's artistic gymnastics, where Kaloy is. We have women's artistic gymnastics. We have rhythmic gymnastics. we have cheering, we have trampoline, we have sports aero, and we have acrobatics. But I'm not going to acrobatic. It's too much already. It's like having 7 sports that I have to
manage all at once.
Yeah.
manage, and have judges. All the different sports have different judges, different coaches, different. It's very, very expensive. I always tell the Philippine Sports Commission that saying, I'm managing 5 sports or 6 sports,
No, I think
That's why we're the champion of Kaloy, because I concentrated on MAG, that's men's athletic gymnastics, because I saw the potential of Kaloy, and I put all the money with Kaloy.
So parang it's betting, it's appropriating it na dun sa feeling mo mas may panalo.
And it's good to know that there are a lot of categories.
There's more chances of winning medals.
Yeah.
More categories. I'm familiar with that, Ma'am Cynthia, kasi before when I was in high school, we used to go to Club Gymnastica in Pasig.
Really?
Prior to being a wrestler, I was a cheerleader.
Really?
So the transition was medyo wild. Medyo wild. But yeah, I used to...
You know how to do that.
Yes, it was because of my training in Club Gymnastica that I realized that I can actually carry people. So I was inspired. And then I tried, kaya ko palang bumuhat. Baka kaya ko ding magbalibag. So that's why. But eventually, I transitioned to wrestling. But it was a nice experience. It was a very nice experience. Plus the facilities there. Although it was a bit old, it was really nice. And the coaches there were really good.
Yes.
Very competent.
She's the owner of Club Gymnastica is one of our board members, Susan Talenting, Our board members.
Okay. So kaya pala that's why parang yung talagang mga coaches doon, talagang they were very knowledgeable in what they were doing.
Yeah.
No, Miga, like the viewers right now, we don't want to overwhelm them, but as you can see, we have very competent women here managing managing several sports or mga sports disciplines na naka-umbrella dun sa kanilang sobrang maning-mani yan, Miga. Kung household nga, napapatakbo nila eh. Ganyan pa kaya?
Exactly.
Natin, di ba?
What mentioned, Rika and Cara. The nice thing about gymnastics, I'm not bragging, but the nice thing about gymnastics is you can start very, very early because it teaches you flexibility, balance, strength. And then from then, you can go to any sports you want.
That's so true.
That's true. Or the flexibility, because you also do it in Muay Thai, you also do it in boxing, wrestling, the footwork.
Yes, that's why our kids start very, very early, 4 years old, they're there. And it teaches them discipline. We have to discipline them. So it's a very good sport to start with.
But
I agree.
what were the adjustments like right now, diba? Because the kids are not allowed. So do they just do the online training?
We do that online training a lot.
I have a question for both of you. Was it harder to judge the online competitions? Maybe we'll start with Ma'am Pearl.
Yes. First, because of the internet connection.
I remember, Ma'am Pearl, may mga ibang contestants sa Muay Thai, di ba, parang nawawala ng internet.
Exactly. Or, like it lags, so hindi namin ma-judge properly. I think that's the main problem. That's why it's hard. And then, syempre, wala yung excitement. Syempre, it was like, But other than that, okay lang. It's okay.
Correct. Wala nang yung excitement.
Yeah, wala yung excitement.
Nawala na kasi yung fans no? Parang you don't have people rooting for you na parang you're at your last leg or parang you're about to give up and then someone shouts.
Yeah. Actually, when we're watching old videos ng competitions, kasi naiiyak kami kasi like, oh my God, you don't realize how much you miss it. Just being in that arena, with all those fans around you or spectators, it's very different.
Even the sensation, ma'am, of
Yeah.
even the smell of
Exactly.
the gloves
That's
and the
true.
ring. Yeah, whole sensorial experience of being
Yeah.
in the zone talaga.
Yeah.
Oh. Opo. How about you, ma'am Cynthia? What do you think po about judging online?
Yeah, it's not, it's not easy because we had a lot of failures. In fact, parents complaining, why did you
Oh.
daughter this low? Because she was better than this one. But we said no because she was not in uniform. That's so deduction. We have to. There is criteria, and if you don't have nice uniform, that's a deduction. So we had to explain. No, she was just using nothing, very simple things, and then we had to, you know, say our reasons. When the parents get involved and they get upset that the daughter didn't win or had a low score or something like that, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Especially that it's at
Yeah.
home, that maybe they're coaching pa. Parang
Of
Little
course.
Miss Philippines. Meron sa media, diba? Yung routine na nagko-coach. Naku, so yun pala, ang dami ding challenges, ang dami ding mga, yung talagang pagiging adaptive, 'di ba? Pinakita din ng both of our guests in their respective sports. And now, syempre, after knowing more about yung kanilang adjustments or yung mga current developments sa kanilang sports, now let's go to our slam book questions. Ayan.
Yes. Light lang po to. Light lang. Patikim lang po muna.
Si Rika,
Okay, so...
yung mga mahirap po, si Rika ang gumawa.
Nako! Hindi.
Rika, ha?
Nako, ma'am. Light lang po to. Kayang-kaya nyo po tong first part. This is our warm-up. So for the first question is, we want to know your full name and if you have a nickname that was given to you when you were a child or any kind of like pet name that you have po. So let's start with Ma'am Pearl.
Okay, full name Pearl Ann Dakiwag Managuelod. My nickname at home is Pian, and then eventually it got shortened to Ian, and then Yan na lang. But only my family calls me that. My friends call me Pearl.
And then yan.
Yeah.
Yan.
Yeah, ewan ko.
O nga po, one syllable din, Pearl.
Yeah.
Yan. Okay po. And now, Miss Cynthia, how about you po?
So many names. I started with first I was Cynthia Carrion-Norton, and then the president was, when she appointed me undersecretary, she said, Cynthia, you are not anymore with Norton because I split up with him already. Remove Norton because you're blonde. They might think I'm hiring a foreigner. So that's the maiden name. So I started, okay, Cynthia Lagdameo, because I'm Lagdameo. Cynthia Lagdameo Carrion. Carrion with an I, Carrion, not E,
Yeah.
So, and then, but I have no, how do you call that, nickname. You have to give me my full name, Cynthia Carrion-Norton. I just carry Norton yet because I didn't change any of my passports or my thing. So I, like now, in the COVID, Norton, everything Norton.
It's very tedious to change all of those things. Oo. Ay, nako. Yun pala. So,
Yes.
medyo mahahaba yung names na.
Mahaba. That's true. Okay,
Not
so
easy
that
to
was...
remember.
Okay po. So our next question naman. Can you describe for us your personal style? Oh, ayan. Style, fashion. Your fashion sense or fashion style.
Oh.
Me
Yes,
first?
po.
Oh God. I'm very just casual and I think classic. I go with that.
What's your favorite, ma'am? Favorite go-to attire?
Oh, me, I'm a jeans person. Yeah, as in madami akong jeans. It's like just, wear it and you can pair it with anything. It can be casual. You want to be semi-casual, just pair it with pumps, or a nice blouse. So jeans, I think, very versatile.
Pang all
And it
around.
lasts forever pa.
Yes.
Yes. How about you, Ma'am
My
Cynthia?
style is, well, I really don't have style because when I get invited a lot for National Day of the Embassies, so you have to be dressed very elegant and very.
Yeah.
And then when we go to like sports competition, you have to be dressed up also like sports. So you have to adjust to the occasion that you're going to. I always adjust myself to the occasion that I'm going to. If it's a formal, I become formal. If it's semi, I'm semi. And if it's casual, I'm really casual and very happy.
Flexible si Ma'am Cynthia. But
Of
what is
course.
your preference among the three? Like, if it was just up to you, and the occasion will not dictate what you're going to wear.
My semi-formal, semi. I mean, like Pearl said, you use jeans but nice blouse. You
Mm.
so you are see that you're looking like look at this blouse. It's nice, no?
Yeah,
It is
actually.
po. Opo. I love the print.
Yeah. So
Mga geometric prints.
you
Very
are
nice po.
almost the same.
Naku, yun pala. So parang same din sila ng sense of style.
Yeah.
Are you sure that you're not soulmates?
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. Oo. Power dressing. Kumbaga, yun ang kanilang mga power attire.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay, next. Opo. Yes. Okay. Our next question naman po. What is your favorite band or artist? Kung hindi band, musical artist.
Oh, I will say I'll be the first.
Okay.
Sige, Ma'am Cynthia.
My son is one of the best. Not because he's my son, he's one of the best guitar player. In fact, Celine Dion, when she was here, she came. And she saw my son play, and he said, "I want that man to be my guitarist."
Wow.
Wow.
With her in Las Vegas and he's good looking, and he plays the guitar beautifully, and his band is called K.O. Jones, and
Oh.
I love to watch them. I always go there. When I said the grandmother, that when I enter, Warren, they said your sister is here. Wow,
Yeah.
Wow. I want that. I want that for my kids. Parang when I go, I want them to think that I'm the sister too.
yeah.
So what's the genre po of the band? What kind of, is it rock? Is it blues? Is it
Rock and roll.
rock and roll? So,
Well,
yes.
Yeah.
No. I'll try to check that out nga.
You look
Yes.
K.O. Jones.
K.O. and then
Mhm.
Jones. Okay.
K.O.
I'll look that
Jones.
up.
Knockout Jones. Knockout. Jones.
Knockout Jones.
Wow.
Yes. Ako.
Was it did he like boxing, or does anyone there?
It's something to do with Spanish also. If you put that together, K.O. Jones, you spell it, I don't want to say what it means.
Oh, yeah.
K.O.
Yeah. I stopped myself.
I know, don't say it na.
Yes.
means. I'm sure Pearl knows.
That's very smart though.
Oo nga po. Nako. I took up Spanish po in college. Spanish 1 and 2.
Really? So you know what it means.
Yeah. Okay po.
Sige, let's
Sige.
just leave it at K.O. Jones for the viewers. We might have
Yes.
kids watching.
Yes, yes.
Now
Okay,
it's
how
Pearl.
about... Yes po, Ma'am Pearl, how about you?
Me, I like rock then actually. I love U2. I love their music.
Ah,
The 90s.
Did you watch,
actually.
ma'am?
I did, yes. I did. That was the second concert that I saw them na in December. Yeah, so I think rock. U2,
Rock
what else do I listen to? Mga 90s band eh. You know, the classic
REM.
REM.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah. Ganyan. Yeah.
Only.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Nako, we have the same same sense of same type of music.
Type of music.
When they open the
Yes.
bar again, I'm going to invite the four of us will go.
Oh, sige. I look forward to that, ha?
Yay.
Yeah.
Sige po, ma'am.
Night
That's
out.
gonna
Girls'
be
night
fun. Yes.
But you have to dress.
After so many months.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
We should invite Karen.
Yeah.
We should invite
course.
Karen.
It's gonna be a fun night, definitely. Chikahan.
Oh, nako. I'm gonna look forward to that. So, sige, after the bands, let's go now to your favorite movies. Sige, let's start with Ma'am Cynthia. What's your favorite movie?
I like the one of the theory, the theory of how do you call it? My problem is I forget the titles.
Theory of Everything, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking, di ba?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
I like also Aladdin, the new one of Will Smith.
Aladdin.
Do you like musicals? Do you like musicals po?
I love as long as it's a classic and it's a nice movie, it stays with you and I can repeat so many times, because sometimes I forget it and I repeat it again and I love it. Even did you see the movie The Art of Driving in the Rain?
Not
Not yet.
Good. The dog. It's about this dog, but it's so nice. The movie, it's very nice. The art
Sige nga po.
in the rain.
If the dog dies, I don't want to watch.
Spoiler.
No.
It's about the one who's driving is a how do you call that? He called his dog like a car. So.
Oh, okay. I'll look that up.
Okay, that's
Sige nga po.
that's on our to-do list, Miga.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tapos pag lumabas tayo, bigyan natin ng review si Ma'am Pearl. Ay, tsaka si Ma'am Cynthia. Ma'am Pearl tsaka si Ma'am Cynthia. Bigyan natin ng review. Sige. So, Ma'am Pearl, how about you? Do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah, actually, my go-to movies would be Lord of the Rings, the trilogy. Yan. I like The Godfather also. Yun nga, like what Tita Cynthia said, the classic. Yeah, and Avengers na movies. Sorry, not ashamed to say because of my voice, but I love Avengers movies. Anything Marvel, I would watch again and again.
Same po. I love comics. Do you read comics, ma'am?
I used to collect when I was younger. X-Men, and Superman, lahat. Yeah.
I like cartoons also.
Yeah.
Moana, I love that.
Moana is really nice. My daughter used to dance to Moana a lot. So she was doing the haka.
Oh, so cute.
So cute.
Doing the haka. I was wondering like why she was stomping. So she was doing the haka pala because we watched Moana.
Cute. It's like cartoons. Frozen is another one.
Yes.
I like cartoons also.
Classic.
The new cartoons, no? Oo, maganda kasi they have female leads na talagang strong,
and
powerful
the female leads
women.
now are empowered. They're not damsel
Yeah.
Diba? Hindi siya damsel in distress before. Mga ganun pa eh. Parang may prince na pa na magsisave. Ngayon, hindi na. Nagre-refuse na eh. Parang no.
Like Tangled. I like that also, diba?
Tangled. And Brave. Brave also.
And
Brave. I like
Brave.
that.
Yeah.
Go with all the cartoons.
So, sige. So, from movies, let's go now to your favorite series. So, sige, let's start with Ma'am Pearl.
Series? My favorite series? Oh, I'm watching so many now. I can't choose.
Sige, what's the latest na lang that you
The latest that kanina lang, I finished yung the Haunting of Bly Manor.
The one on Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. It's okay. Scary. And then, what did I watch that I
What's
just...
the story? I like scary. What is the title again? What's the
The
title?
Haunting of Bly Manor. You like scary movies, Tita Cynthia?
Yes.
Me too. I love. And I watch
What
it
you like
night
scaring
talaga.
yourself?
I love it.
I like to be scared.
Yes.
But you didn't like it, Ma'am Pearl.
Kasi in the end, it wasn't a horror series anymore. It became like a love story.
A love story.
Yeah, and I'm like, corny. Yeah.
Madami kasing like I noticed with Netflix parang even though they say like it's horror or it's action, at the end of it right now, if it's Netflix produced, there's like a love story element and it ends up with the love story element.
So true. Yeah, even yung Ratched, it became a love
talaga
story
ba?
at the end. Like,
Oh.
but that's a nice
You finished it also,
I like
Ratched?
that.
Yeah, because I'm so bored sometimes.
Kasi sabi nila it was a spin-off of this novel, di ba po? Parang One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Oo,
Okay.
sabi
Kasi
nila.
Nurse Ratched in the
Yeah.
movie. Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
Pero
Okay.
maganda po.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
nice.
look that
It's
up.
nice.
Sige,
Yeah.
sige.
Yeah, thank you, Ma'am Pearl.
Okay.
How about Ma'am Cynthia? Are you binging currently on certain series now?
No, I'm not a series person because it takes too long and I don't have the time. But the one that I really, really loved and I stayed until 3 o'clock in the morning is Breaking Bad.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, yes. Breaking
Breaking
Bad is nice.
I stayed up
Heisenberg.
the whole series and I recommended it to
Mhm.
everybody. Watch Breaking Bad. A nice movie. And another one, my sister tells me, Cynthia, you have to watch this Korean series about falling on you or something like that.
Crash
Korean-
landing on you po.
Crash
Crash
landing.
landing on you.
I don't like. I started it. I said, Cecil, my sister, tell me already what happens because I don't have time. No. She said, you have to watch everything. It becomes more and more complicated. So I started to watch. I really liked it. In the end, I really only the
Buti, matyaga ka, ma'am, na magbasa ng subtitles.
Yes, and coming here, huh? That Korean guy.
Oh. Mm-mm. Okay.
You look Korean.
Oo.
Cara. No?
Sorry?
She has beautiful skin.
Oo, Korean.
Koreans, yeah. Oo, the Koreans nowadays, parang the Korean men, they have more beautiful skin than women.
Do you have a Korean blood?
Me?
Yes.
No, I have Chinese.
No wonder you can.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, beautiful skin. Flawless.
Glass skin.
My mom is half Chinese. And so is my dad. So parang 1/4, 1/4.
Also,
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah. Nako, speaking of beautiful skin, nako, we're now on to our first challenge. Miga! Challenge na. Tapos na tayong mag-warm up.
Yes.
So,
Oo.
Our first challenge is what you call Miss Lambok 2020 question and answer portion. So what we're going to do is to ask you Miss Universe type of questions.
Mhm.
And of course, we'd like to know what your answers are. So let's start.
Yes. Okay. So the first question is, if you can only eat 2 kinds of food for the rest of your life, what would they be? And why? Just 2?
2 kinds of
Yes po. Who wants to go
Yeah.
first?
pearl.
Okay, is wine counted as food? Sorry.
Bali na basta wine.
Sige.
Nourishing
Sige,
pa
Ma'am
rin
Pearl.
naman siya. Pwede counted.
Yes.
Okay.
Opo.
Great.
Galing pa rin po siya sa grapes.
Okay, good. Yeah, tama. Vegetarian.
So,
pa.
wine? Oo nga.
Wine and sushi.
Sushi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
It
nice
is
pair,
everything.
diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wine and sushi night.
Yeah.
And nutritious too. You have your
Exactly.
antioxidants from the wine na you can put pa on your face.
True, that's true.
That's
Oh,
true.
and you also have omega fatty acids from the fish.
Exactly.
True.
Complete na yun. Complete meal yun.
Complete
Balance.
na for the rest of your life. Sige, let's, ay naku, Ma'am Cynthia, how about you? Two types of food.
You know what I love? They call me Miss Peanut Butter. I love peanut butter. Every time my maid said, Mom, yes, just give me peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter.
Is there any particular type of peanut butter that you like?
Any Skippy, whatever you
Skivvy?
crunchy. But I also I love Indian food. I really
Oh my God, yeah.
Indian. I love Indian food. You know, that's my best kind of food.
Tita Cynthia,
Yes.
I'll send you this it's the best peanut butter I've tasted locally. It's from my friend's farm. It has chia seeds na, and all that. So it's really
wow.
nice. I'll send you ladies then.
Yes,
It's from Naga. You love it. I love it. Napauubos ko like
Getting
this.
that pearl. Huh? Don't forget.
I won't. I'll order it tomorrow.
Wow, naku, thank you po. I'm a peanut butter girl then. I make
Yeah.
papak the peanut butter with
Oh.
kutsara, with a spoon.
Ako, kasi good yung peanut butter, di ba? Kaya nga ata ako tumangkad ng ganito. Kasi sabi nila parang it's complete with vitamin. So, peanut butter and Indian food.
Indian
Kay Ma'am
food,
Cynthia.
yes.
Na,
But I want
Hey.
to ask, did you try peanut butter? Rika, you who like peanut butter. Did you try banana and you put peanut butter?
yes, I like that.
Yes.
Oo. But I do it with
Yes.
bagoong also.
And peanut butter?
Yes. I'm weird. I do the banana. I dip it in the peanut butter and then I put bagoong.
And then bagoong.
Hey.
yes.
Yeah.
So parang
Parang
tangy siya.
satay. Oo, parang
oo.
satay barbecue.
Interesting.
Yeah, so parang feeling ko parang Thai food siya.
Or kare-kare, di ba? It's
Oo.
like you put peanut butter in kare-kare.
That's true. That's true.
I don't really know how I came up with it. It's just parang it looked interesting tapos it tasted nice pala. So hey.
We'll try
Maybe
it.
you should try it also.
Try it. We'll try it. And then we'll tell you if we like it.
Ay, sige. I'll wait for the feedback.
Okay, so yun, that is our first question. Our next question naman. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
Yan, napainit yung ating mga
Oo nga.
Hirap ng pahirap,
Yes. Dun, dun. Di ba may ganun? May beats sa question.
questions.
Okay, so
If I
Ma'am
could-
Cynthia?
If I could change one thing in the world, I want to make sure that everybody will learn how to love each other. I mean, and have peace in the world instead of fighting like what's happening in America, the chaos and all these Black Lives Matter. All our lives matter. Everybody's lives matter. I mean, not one particular color matters. So I that is one thing I really, really am praying for. I pray for it, that we will finally, all of us will finally, the world will be in peace, and we will find happiness, and we will all love each other. We should love each other. Love is the word. LOVE.
Yes, agree.
Oh, very well said. Like a beauty
Agree.
queen talaga.
Of course! Yes! Oo nga naman, because from love, everything good springs out, diba? That's
So true.
Naku.
So like, I
Beautiful.
love the two of you girls. I love Rika, Cara, and Pearl.
Yay!
Yeah.
We love each other.
Love, love, love.
Love you too, Tita.
Yes. Mm. Yes. Okay, so love for Ma'am Cynthia. How about you, Ma'am Pearl?
Me, I would say inequality, just access to resources, same opportunities for everyone. Because we have to face it, not everyone is born with the same, opportunities. Lalo na in third world countries, like us. So you see like the access to the resources, it's not the same for everybody. So I want to change that. So equal opportunity for everyone. Same with our sports, Same. I'll push for that.
Yun nga po that's what I'm about to say na parang you are doing it for sports, especially for women, diba?
Yeah.
Parang equal opportunity.
So we have love and equal opportunity. No,
Ganda.
Talagang feeling ko nag-rehearse sila. Nag-leak na ba ng questions?
Leak ata
Yeah.
The true Karen sent us the questions.
si Miss Karen pala.
Shout out. Hi, Miss Karen.
Hi, Miss Karen, who was also a friend of the show.
Hi, Karen.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Para mapabilis tayo. Our next question is, which of your accomplishments are you most proud of?
Wow, I have so many.
So many to choose from Tita.
The top accomplishments that you feel that you're proud of. Maybe 3 of your accomplishments that you're proud of.
Well, first of all, I was voted as a women in sports in the IOC. I got the award for women in sports. I'm happy about that. To see that Philippine flag out of 81 for Asia, I won it. And then the most accomplishment is during my Department of Tourism. When I did the medical tourism, I was in Google alert all the time in medical tourism. I wanted Philippines to be one of the best medical tourism because we have fantastic doctors, we have wonderful nurses that have compassion. Like I was giving them when I was a speaker in Beverly Hills. I told them that one day I said there was a girl that came to the Philippines to dive. Young girl. Because she heard that we have the best dive sites in the Philippines. She went to dive in the Philippines and finally, all of a sudden, she got appendicitis. Can you imagine being wheeled in a province you don't know anybody? You're wheeled in and she's Canadian. And what did she say when she came out? She said, the nurses and the doctor took care of me 100% medically, but they took care of me emotionally 200% because they were so nice to me. I was a foreigner. How are you, Megan? And so she said, if I ever get sick again, I will go straight to the Philippines. You know, that's my. I felt so accomplished when I said that. You know, I was afraid in the beginning that they gave me a time to speak at 9 o'clock in the morning. I said, who's going to watch me at 9 o'clock in the morning? Nobody will. But then when 9 o'clock came, there was 2,000 of them, and I got so nervous. But of course, I had a beautiful preparation that I spent millions also to show how wonderful our Filipinos are in medical tourism. I hope to continue it. I hope the Department of Tourism will continue it.
I actually know some of the projects, Ma'am Cynthia. Are you familiar with Maayo Hotel in Cebu? Maayo Hotel. Actually, they have like a hospital as well. So it's a hotel and hospital. And they're also promoting that medical tourism. So, sa inyo pala nanggaling. Ayan, for the information of the viewers, that, it was Ma'am Cynthia who was actually the proponent of that concept, the medical tourism here in the Philippines. So that's very interesting. Lalo for me kasi I'm a nurse by profession.
Yeah, wow.
Those are the best nurses in the world.
Yeah, we do.
Nako. Sige, na-excite na ako. Painit na ng painit. How about for you, Miss Pearl? Ano po ang iyong greatest accomplishment?
In general ba or within my NSA?
Well, in general.
In general, I'd say number one would be my, just raising my kids as a single parent. It's not easy. And it's a continuous accomplishment for me, I think, because, the older they get, it gets harder, actually. You'd think it'd get easier, but it doesn't. It's harder. Second, when it comes to Muay Thai, I'm really, really proud of producing our first female ITO, our first referee for IFMA na babae. I really pushed for that kasi when I entered Muay Thai, it was very imbalanced, you know. It was very male dominated. We didn't have any technical officials na babae. Even in the management side, there was no one. So I really pushed to build more women in the NSA. And so we have our first female ITO. She's very, very good. She always gets invited to all the international tournaments. That, and then one more thing will be the project with UNESCO that I did 3 years ago. So it was Transforming City. So they funded it. So we transformed this one area in Malabon. So we chose a really underfunded na barangay, and we transformed their unused urban space into something. So we set up a basketball court. We painted the houses around. And what's nice about it is kasi yung community talaga yung gumawa. So we didn't hire anybody from outside. So sila mismo yung gumawa na. And then we, introduced coaches, nagturo sila. So it's ongoing. So yeah, those 3.
Wow, that's very empowering, for them. Nice. For them to transform their own community,
yes,
diba?
Exactly.
The change came from them. And also, Ma'am Pearl, malapit ang Muay Thai sa puso ko.
I know!
I used to train at the National Training Center. So, ayan, naka-train ko sila Coach Billy, sila Coach Philip, sila Coach Precious. And I must say, when you came in po talaga, ang daming changes po talaga, na positive changes, and all the athletes are really happy with the changes that are happening, and they are all empowered with your leadership.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations po sa inyo. And syempre kay Ma'am Cynthia din sa kanyang mga achievements na they empowered other people, Miga.
Miga, napansin ko like our women leaders, they're builders But they're builders by means of empowering people. They're not just builders na parang, okay, I'll give this to you. Ito yung budget. Bye-bye. No.
Definitely.
They actually build something, but then it's to leave a legacy. Well, it seems
and to nurture as well.
To nurture, because with Ma'am Cynthia, you have the medical tourism, which currently we're still enjoying right now. With Ma'am Pearl, we have that yung empowering people to build cities or to reform yung cities. Those are very good projects na Well, I guess that's what happens when you have more women taking on leadership roles.
That is true, diba? Would you say that is a unique quality of women? I think so. Yun. Yung nurturing aspect and yung parang leaving, parang empowering, diba? Hindi lang taking the power for yourself, but empowering other people.
Natural yung parang teach a man to fish and he will be fed for all his life. Alam mo yun? Siguro kasi lalo na, diba? Parang syempre, if you're managing the household, you don't want to micromanage naman. You want them to be able to parang, you do this, you do that. Tapos they'll do it on their own. So, yun. Sige, doon na tayo sa ating next question. For our next question, would be, who do you go to for advice when you have a tough decision to make? So, let's start with Ma'am Cynthia.
Who do I go to? To tell you the truth, I go to a lot of people. I ask a lot of my, people that I respect and people that I know and they like now. I have a hard decision coming up, so I ask my sister who I trust. I ask my husband. I ask everybody and see if they all gel, and then I make my own decision. After I listen to all of them, I make my own decision. But listening to other people, I will not say I will just decide it for myself. No, I think the idea of others are very, very important. So that's what I do. I ask the people I trust for their opinion on my problem.
Different perspectives po talaga from different. Yeah, it's gonna help a lot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sige, let's go. Thank you for that, Ma'am Cynthia. How about you, Ma'am Pearl?
Actually, I have the same approach as Tita Cynthia because there's really wisdom in, trying to get other people's opinions, their own perspective, so you can come up with your own. But yeah, I go to my family, my dad, and my trusted friends. Or if it has something to do with work, I do my research online. I want it to be data driven and evidence based if I need to come up with decisions that would involve other people. May pagka-nerd ako kasi.
Pero that's actually better because you get to deduce it to the best decision.
Yeah.
Diba? If you have data on hand. Unlike when you're just parang, trigger happy na parang, ito. Ayan. So parang, are you sure you guys are not soulmates? Because you're basically Sige. Let's go to the next question.
We're happy that we're going to be in the same board.
I know. It's easy to work with people like that if you're all on the same wavelength.
Yes.
I think that's important also. So, sige. This is in line with what you just said, Miss Pearl. For our next question, what do you think is the effect of bringing in more women as part of sports leadership in the Philippines?
Do I go first?
Sige po.
I think it's evident, we'll get more done. We'll get more things done. Kasi if you put a woman in charge, they really make sure that it gets done and not just half-baked, because I think women are very, they're very meticulous that way. They want things done perfectly in detail. They don't leave anything out and everyone is included. So yeah, more women means more action, more positive changes, more progress, for sure.
Well, I agree with her 100%. What can I add? And really, because I was being head of the women in sports in the women's sport, but now they changed it for gymnastics. They made gender equality in sports. No more women. So that that's why now I used to have only one man in my board. We were six women and one man. But now I decided I have 3 men in the board and 6 women. So it's
equal opportunity for everyone.
Yeah.
But more women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Equal means more women.
More women, yeah.
I think also in a general scale, like here in the Philippines, sports is male-dominated. It's a male-dominated industry. And, I personally feel that the changes that we see, it's because that more women are coming in as part of the leadership roles, coaching roles, refereeing roles. And I think that's shifting the dynamics, Mige. Diba?
Yeah, it is, definitely. And also with these women, they bring in other women, then they empower other women. So it's just like parang a chain reaction, a good chain reaction, diba? So
but I need more women in the board because for years I've always been the only woman and all men. So finally now we're getting more women in the board. We need more women to be board members, to make decision making, not only coaching. We have a lot of women coaches or judges, but we need women that make decisions in a board.
I think that's very important.
That's true. And Miga, alam mo nga, parang ako I do not subscribe to the thinking na parang women are fickle-minded. No, I think it's the
No, not at all.
Yeah. Women are actually very decisive, and you'd be surprised when we are put in decision-making roles. Mas mahirap pa nga tayo i-convince otherwise once we've made up our mind.
That's true.
Kasi like what Ma'am Pearl said, prior to us making up our minds, we already have data on hand. We're not guessing.
We're meticulous.
So it's not like parang, okay, I just thought about this, mini mo, I like this one, sige. Tapos when someone tries to convince you, parang, ay, oo nga, no?
Yeah.
And that's biological, that's a biological trait. of women actually to be meticulous, to look at the small details of things. So it we have to be there to provide balance then. It's not just, it can't be just all men and all the male driven energies, no? So yeah, we agree with Ma'am Cynthia and Ma'am Pearl then. We see that need, being athletes ourselves, diba? We definitely support that.
And well, right now we're very happy because we have two very strong women, 'di ba? Na yun nga, data driven pa, and syempre yung nandyan yung love, tapos yung equality ni Ma'am Pearl, who would want to put forward changes in our current sports ecosystem. I think that's very important. So syempre that's from like the developmental aspect eh. And alam mo naman, Miga, di ba, like in our past episodes, all of the, champions that we have been able to interview, most of them say that the real core of a champion is the grassroots development. They always say that. I started from grassroots. I started na mga palaro lang sa barangay. Hindi ko pa alam yung ginagawa ko. Tapos parang, magiging champion pala ako balang araw. Pero dati sa palengke lang ako naglalaro and all, diba? So, I'm very excited.
But ironically, it hasn't been getting a lot of support from the past, diba? So that's a change that we want. Actually, that we hope, we want to see, and yun nga, it's
more focus
on
the grassroots development, hopefully.
And it's very exciting that we're getting it now from Ma'am Cynthia and Ma'am Pearl, that kind of vision.
So for their specific NSAs, it's already there eh. But of course, we would want to see it on a larger scale, diba? Because it's and ako, Miga, I personally feel like I do work in professional sports, but also these people come from amateur sports. Most of them come from amateur sports, and this is their ticket to making their lives better. I mean, not everyone can, not everyone has a lotto ticket that has I wish we had na parang, baboom, we have diba, $400 million pesos, ganon. But you see a lot of people changing their lives because of sports. So,
and changing other people's lives as well, because it's not only for that particular person who goes out here and has a better life for himself or herself, but also
it's the entire family, lalo na Filipinos. Di ba, Ma'am Cynthia, Filipinos talagang pag umasenso ang isa, asenso ang lahat mostly.
You should see now in gymnastics, because of Kaloy, so many kids now coming wanting to be a gymnast. And that's the story of Kaloy. When Kaloy started, Carlos Yulo asked me if I could sponsor him just to learn how to tumble. And I said, yes, of course. He's from the poor squatter area. And then I noticed when I look, he's constantly training by himself. I said, Kaloy, you better join the Batang Pinoy. He was still 12 years under. He's still grassroots. And he said, yes, ma'am, okay. And then he won all the medals. Wow. And then I said, okay, Kaloy, now you join the Paralong Pambansa. And then he joined, and he won all the medals. I said, this guy has potential. So I said, I'm going to get you a coach, a Japanese coach. So I got this coach that he had. And then the coach is training him, and the coach said, Mom, I want to bring him to a junior, it's just a junior championship in Russia. Ay, nako. I said, he will be kulelat. I don't want, No, mom, he needs exposure, the coach was saying. Okay. So we raised money. Do you believe he came third place in the junior championship?
Wow.
China, Philippines. I almost fainted.
Wow.
I said,
I'm getting goosebumps.
Wow.
Yeah, same, yeah.
Something else. I'm going to, really raise money for him to train in Japan already, so that he will be training among the gold medalists. If you train among the gold medalists, and the weather is good because he has a little asthma, so he needed better.
Wow, partida, he has asthma pa at that rate.
So I talked to the federation president, and luckily became Japanese, and I helped him win the presidency.
Oh.
I said, Mr.
Wow.
Can Kaloy join? He said, okay, he'll be the only foreigner, but I'll allow him to join the training with the Japanese. So that's how he improved, watching the Japanese, saying I want to be better than him. And I don't ever want him to be worried about money or the coaches. That's their problem, is training. And my problem is money, to raise money.
Galing. That's a beautiful story for other
That's what
aspiring
happens when the
athletes.
focus of the athlete is on training and not on everything else, not on all the noise that comes with it.
Yeah,
Diba?
exactly.
Oh, I'm very excited. Do you think, Ma'am Cynthia, he's gonna be the one to set the record for our first Olympic medal?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah,
Absolutely.
When it was July of 2020 now, as he speak, but let's see. But my prediction is I want him what I want as a president of gymnastics. I want him to win the gold medal in floor, silver medal in the vault, and be in the finals in the parallel bar. If he does that, I'll be forever happy.
Wow, so we're potentially looking at several Olympic medals.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
That's
exciting.
possible.
For the longest time, we had the drought. Diba? We haven't had it. We went as close as silver. And now, all of a sudden, boom, we have like at least 4. The possibility of 4.
Boxer also, and what Obiana.
Yeah, we also have the...
Yeah.
Yes.
Grabe.
There's a strong chance, actually, diba?
Nako, we're gunning for that. Nako, mga sambayan ng Pilipino sa mga viewers natin. Let's all pray for that. Na para at least naman, mapunta na tayo, di ba? Doon sa talagang Olympic medal tally.
Level.
Di ba? Na magkaroon tayo ng gold. Kasi wala pa eh. So, baka ayan na. Di ba?
Malapit na.
Oo,
Malapit na, yes. And yun nga, makikita, when we get a medal, they're gonna see, everyone's gonna see how important training is, how important the sports is. So it's definitely gonna bring in some good changes for all of us.
Nako, I'm excited. I'm really excited with the changes that's going to happen. I mean, coming from having worked with the PSC before and doing grassroots, no, I'm very excited because, alam mo, it's like a puzzle eh, di ba, Ma'am Pearl? Parang when you do the grassroots, it's like a puzzle, and then out of it comes sometimes parang magugulat ka, uy, may biglang nag-champion, tapos ayan na siya, like what Ma'am Cynthia said. So parang para siyang Star Search, Miga. Magulat ka na lang sa kagoy.
You have to scour the whole Philippines talaga.
Para siyang Star Search. It's not easy, pero parang once you get to build your champion, kaya nga congratulations, Ma'am Cynthia, you already have your gymnastics champion.
I know, so excited.
Congrats po.
Everyone's really
exciting.
Oh.
Did you see his result in Germany? Did you watch the competition that he did in Germany when he won the world champion? Did you
I saw it on Facebook. It was on Facebook
Yes
Live.
po, opo.
It was really good. So, diba, parang that's also part of the gender equality scheme, eh, diba? Parang they only think that gymnastics are for girls.
Yes.
But then again, if we are to have the first Filipino Olympic medalist in gymnastics na male, that makes a very good statement because it's all the stigmas put in one eh. that has been broken. Diba? So,
time to shatter those time to shatter those
diba,
stigmas,
Stereotypes.
Kaya it's very exciting. This is very exciting for us. Pero syempre, may mas exciting pa. Ang ating next challenge. Ayan. So, thank you very much. Talagang they were able to answer all of our questions na Malamis Universe and with flying colors. So, let's now start with our Slam Book Blast from the Past challenge. So, our first
Matinee Idols.
I'm sorry, Pearl, your turn. Maybe you know.
No clue who this guy is.
Who
Who's
is that
cute?
matinee idol?
We will fail here.
Clue
Rick
ba?
Astley.
They're local celebrities.
No idea.
Good looking yan.
Oo.
Yes, he's a dad
Make a
of
guess
one
lang.
younger celebrity. Yun po, it's a clue.
Who is he? Who is he?
He's the dad of one celebrity po. That's of course younger.
That's the clue.
The dad.
Yes po. Of a singer-actor.
Singer.
Singer-actor.
Singer-actor in the 80s.
That's entertainment.
Yes.
Actor in the 80s.
Make a guess lang.
Singer actor in the 80s.
He's actually active until now. I think he
Yung
has
first
some
natin, masyado palang mahirap, Miga.
Wait!
Medyo.
Dad ni Raymond Lauchenko. No?
Yung anak niya same age range.
Same age? Okay.
Yung anak niya.
Oh, yeah.
Ayun na, nare-recall.
I think he has the same hair now. It's in the hair. It's in the hair.
White hair.
And I think this area,
Oo,
parang
he looks
dito
a
niya
bit
hindi
like...
nag-change eh.
Oo, he looks a bit like him. A bit.
Sorry, sirit na.
Sige, spirit na tayo. Sige.
Okay.
For our first matinee idol, we have Ronaldo Valdez or Ronald James Gibbs. He's popularly known by his on-screen name Ronaldo Valdez. He is a veteran Filipino film and television actor whose career spanned for almost 5 decades. Valdez is the father of actor, comedian, TV host, and singer Jano Gibbs and Melissa Gibbs.
Okay.
Yan.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, I can see it now.
Oo.
Diba?
Diba?
Cute.
Gwapo na before.
Cutie.
Sige. For our next matinee idol,
I know that. Can I say that?
Yeah.
The one who died, the funny guy. Ay, sus, por Dios.
Go, tita. You can do it.
Cynthia.
John and Marsha.
Yes. What's his
Ayan na.
name?
Markova. Ang aluma, Markova.
The funny
How
guy.
about Gariles?
Help me, Pearl.
It's Dolphy.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So Dolphy or Rodolfo Vera Quizon Sr. is better known by his stage name Dolphy Pidol and Golay, was a Filipino comedian and actor. So he is widely regarded as the country's king of comedy for his comedic talent embodied by his long roster of works on stage, television, and movies. So si Dolphy nga.
He looks the same.
Yay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
He's a
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And good fashion sense. Okay, next.
Oh, that is Paul.
Yeah. Fernando Po.
Paul Jr.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, Fernando
No
Po
mistaking
Jr. Yes, also known as Ronald Allen Kelly Po, also known as Fernando Po Jr. or FPJ. Ayan, he's a popular actor, director, and politician. And of course, he is our king of Philippine movies.
Correct.
Yes,
The king.
the king.
The king.
Isla Pulang ay Puting Bato.
For the next
Okay.
one. The next matinee idol.
The next one
Nako.
looks familiar, but I don't know. You, Pearl, do you know?
No idea.
I think this is the hardest, no, among the choices.
Ayan, there.
Ay.
No clue. Any clues?
Diba?
Clues.
He was a close friend of one of the matinee idols that you were able to guess. A very, very close friend.
movie of Fernando Po Jr.?
Yeah. But I don't know his name.
You're quite near na, Ma'am Cynthia. You're quite near na.
But I don't, it's so hard. It looks so familiar, but I cannot.
He's also a politician. Ayan.
Politician?
Yes.
Wait, Ramon Revilla?
Ah.
No. No?
Malapit na.
Gosh. Politician?
Ay, ay, ay.
Joseph Estrada? Oh my God, really?
He's very guwapo, di ba?
No way!
Joseph Estrada?
Yeah!
Yes.
He looks so different without the bigote.
He is Joseph.
So,
He used to be very, matinee idol talaga.
Wow.
Yes. Oo, Fernando Po Jr. Fernando Po. Joseph Estrada, whose original name was Joseph Ejercito. Actor, politician, syempre. Yun nga nasabi natin. And he's also the 13th president of the Philippines, and later on, he became the mayor of Manila. And of course, yun nga. Oo,
Diba?
very
Ang
popular
gwapo ng
actor.
mga matinee idols natin.
Oh, yan yung meron pa siyang wristband na itim, di ba?
Yeah.
Ayan, sige. For our last matinee idol,
Sus, I hope we get this girl.
Yeah, we'll get it, tita. Teamwork.
Teamwork.
there, this is the
Ayan.
last one.
Nice pose.
So, sobrang 80s yung post.
80s.
Ano kayo?
Who is this?
Color ano pa yata yung...
Colored na-retouch pa. So, sinong matinee idol yan? Sige. Mag-ano tayo ng clue, Miga. Dati niyang kapartner sige na nga, Nida Blanca.
Oh, Nita Blanca.
He was one of the screen partners of Nida Blanca.
Pearl.
Oh my God, wait. Di ba si Nida Blanca si Marsha?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's with
Oh my
Gold.
God. With Dolphy, right?
Ako, dinahirapan yata natin ng mga madam.
Oo. I think this is the hardest kasi even me. He's
Sa
not
mga
so
viewers ba
familiar.
natin, kilala nyo, mag-ano kayo,
Oo
comment
nga.
kayo kung kilala nyo. I-coach nyo naman sila.
I have no idea.
May ka-guess lang.
Give me the first initial.
Your other clues pa. Other clues.
TF.
Huh?
TF?
T.
TF.
Delta Foxtrot.
That's his first name is T.
D. D is the first name. The last name is F.
He's an actor in the 60s.
Wow.
Ayan na. Nida Blanca.
Blanca and ay sus. Give up. I give up.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Na.
Like, sorry,
Sige.
wala.
This is Dindo Fernando. So, Dindo Fernando was an actor in the 1960s who became a screen partner of Nida Blanca. Gumanap siya sa pelikulang Gaano Kadalas Ang Minsan.
Ako, yes,
Naman ng
classic.
Sampalita Pictures bilang isang nanunuyo kay or isang admirer ni Nida Blanca. And then eventually, he branched into television and became best known as the father of Janice de Belen in the series Flor de Luna in the 1980s.
Okay.
He
I've
looks
never
different
heard of
kasi
him,
here, eh.
actually. Sorry.
So that's
So,
Dindo
yeah.
Fernando.
Okay.
So lastly, we'll now go to our dedication portion. So Ma'am Cynthia and Ma'am Pearl, maybe this is the dedication portion of our slam book. Maybe you have a message for our athletes, our viewers that you would like to share. Sige, let's start off with Ma'am Pearl.
My message to the athletes and to the viewers, through these challenging times, never lose hope. Always focus on your goals. Stay motivated. I know it's hard, but you always have the support around you. Just look around you and always have the support of your friends, your families, your teammates, even online, with professionals if you need to go that far. So just keep your chin up. Sabi nga ni Nemo, just keep swimming. Things will get better. And we'll all see each other again in person next year.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Nako, yung wine natin.
Yes.
Oo nga, our wine night.
The bar.
How about you, Ma'am?
Yes,
Cynthia?
we're excited.
Oo. A message to our viewers and athletes.
My message is for the athletes especially, that they should be, of course, focused on what they're doing, and that they always be pray, always give honor to God, and I believe that, and I always tell them to be strong, not only physically, but to be strong mentally, emotionally. They have to be strong, because when you are not, when you go to that pit and you see all these people, you fall apart. But if you're strong emotionally, you don't care, you will do it. And also in the mind, the power of the mind is so powerful. I always tell Kaloy, you have to have that power of the mind. I always tell my athletes to have that power of the mind. Because if you can do anything if you have that power of the mind.
Can I add something?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to emphasize then self-care, as like what Tita Cynthia said, you have to take care of yourself mentally and emotionally, so self-care is very important these days. So, if you feel like you're not doing anything because you're tired, just do that, because you cannot give from an empty cup. So always take care of yourself first so you can take care of others. There.
Charity begins at home.
That's true.
Yes, such beautiful messages from our powerful idols.
This has been a very meaningful episode for us, because
Definitely.
we've always been wanting to get to know the thoughts of women leaders, especially in sports, because most of the time we just discuss things amongst ourselves. And right now, mga daydreams namin, and now it's really nice,
Very inspiring. Yeah.
and it's very inspiring also to hear that we have two distinguished female sports personalities here, who are actually pushing forward for those dreams that we have, Miga, diba, to become a reality, especially the Olympic gold.
Almost
Definitely
there.
role models. We have our role models right here, Mika. Yes.
So, thank you very much, Pearl. Thank you very much, Ma'am Cynthia, for gracing our show. Maraming
Thank you very
salamat.
much.
And
Thank you also.
we look forward to a better and brighter Philippine sports and the Philippine Olympic Commission with the both of you seated there.
Yay!
Thank you. And good luck with your future episodes, and congrats.
Thank you po.
Miga, natapos na naman ang isang episode at isang power episode natin ngayong gabing ito, and hopefully ang ating mga viewers ay meron namang natutunan, 'di ba, sa ating episode.
Yes, Miga. Nako, hindi lang 'yan. Ako actually, I'm very happy na we did this episode, kasi syempre ang dami nating natutunan ngayon bilang mga babae rin na talaga namang malaki ang malasakit para sa sports dito sa ating bansa. It takes talaga great leadership to accomplish the things that we want, 'di ba? Hindi lang ito. Finally, we are seeing action. We are seeing leadership from two of the best women leaders in sports. And we had them here in Slambok. So,
and it's very refreshing. It's very refreshing, Miga. I mean, yung sinasabi ko nga sa'yo, yung shifting ng dynamics eh. Parang I'm very excited to see where this is leading. 'Di ba? Kasi parang the next,
definitely.
the future is well, it's not assured, but well, it is looking brighter by the day. So I'm hopeful, and I hope that in time, 'di ba, we are able to reach a certain level na of Philippine sports in
Yeah.
terms of winning medals, not only in Southeast Asia, but in the entire world sa Olympics, 'di ba? Mag-start na 'yon, we break it with Carlos Yulo hopefully, and then from there, 'di ba, we get more and more medals coming in.
Yes, and more athletes, more support for our athletes. Doon naman nagsisimula yan. We
Grassroots
can't
is the way
demand.
to go.
Yeah.
You can never be wrong with grassroots.
We can never demand from our athletes what we cannot give them. Yung simpleng suporta, 'di ba?
Bakit
Gusto
natin
natin.
kami, ga?
Hindi naman. I mean, like, 'di ba, we want gold medals. No, we want gold medals. We want victory. Pero syempre, we want to give them the best. Hindi naman pwedeng mag-demand tayo ng victory tapos yung mga athletes natin ay hindi nakakatanggap ng top of the line, 'di ba, support and resources, facilities, and everything. So yan, hopefully ma-address yung mga yan. And hindi nga hopefully I am very confident that those things will be addressed soon.
Well, let's hope and pray for that. And again,
Yes.
thank you for our viewers for all your support. This is the 12th episode, and we can't believe how much you guys are still, faithful and loyally watching our show, di ba?
Sa mga kabaliwan natin.
But di ba, ang viewers natin, faithful at loyal.
Ikaw ang may hugot. Ikaw ang may hugot.
Wala naman tayong ganon.
Ay, wala ba?
Mahal natin ang mga viewers natin, Miga. So again, once again, sana naging masarap ang inyong mga hapunan. And this is Cara Malyonga, reporting from inside the Kalam Bubble.
Nako, oo. And of course, your socials, Miga. You'd like to invite them to follow you. Baka meron kang mga followers at mga
live. Okay.
admirers. 'Di ba? Sa iyong mga socials.
Well, my Facebook is Cara Malyonga, and my Instagram is Oranes. That's AURANESS. How about you, Miga? Sa iyong mga admirers at mga fans.
Yes, of course. Ang Rica Baby Dynamite Aquino, ang aking athlete page. Ang aking Instagram is rica.aquino, and my YouTube channel is Baby Dynamite.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you once again.
Thank you for watching Slambox Sports.
Abangan nyo yung last episode namin for this season. Abangan nyo next week.
Nako, tinatakot kayo talaga. Tinatakot.
Very exciting ang ating next guest din.
Naman, lahat naman. Kailan ba tayo hindi naging exciting?
Kasing exciting.
Parati tayo exciting.
Oo.
Kaya adrenaline tayo eh. Okay.
Sige, maraming salamat. Magandang gabi sa inyo.
Salamat. Paalam.
Thank you for watching. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified with our latest videos.